domination
we've
by
got one
Nepo.
game. We've got one game still going, and it's a top dog game. It's queen versus rook. Levon has the queen, but the pawn on g4. Oh, this is such a hard technical task for white. I believe on the table base it will tell you how to win. Doing it during a Blitz game?
Good luck.
I don't think so. I think this is very hard.
I can't imagine this is winning.
I think it is because you need your pawn on g7. Usually speaking, you can zugzwang your opponent.
Really?
I don't know exactly how you're supposed to do
You
that.
need to be a computer.
That's what I'm saying. A table base.
You need to be a table base to win this one.
Exactly. That's the problem.
And the youngster, here goes that move, a check and check and check him again, and then bring your rook back, and then here he goes. Wow.
Yeah, he's trying. King
He's
G2,
definitely
Queen
trying,
H4.
But Queen H4.
So it's a rook move, but now do we have a queen check and a discombobulation of the fortress?
He's going to go back to F3 with his rook.
It sure does look
like
that
he's
way.
found an anchor square for the rook.
Well, the problem is, of course, if you could get your king to g1, you would eventually drive the black king backwards, and you could pick up the g4 pawn. Doing that with your king on e1, as you've said, the rook has an anchor square on
He has to be
F3.
careful where he puts his rook, though, because
you don't want to get
forked.
Yeah, easily.
And
like
there's a check.
like a queen c7
And
check.
he's noting all the squares.
Queen h8 check now would be a little bit awkward.
Back to F3.
That's the anchor square. And I tell you,
Levon
it's
trying to figure this
easy to
out.
lose on time if you're white. If you over press. Now, queen e5? No. I was about to say.
Back, and again,
I think
as long as you stay on a light square with the rook, just be careful. Rook back to F3.
Now, queen e5 right there. Oh, he went queen g5. That wasn't the move.
Okay,
that
I don't understand.
thought.
King h3.
Yeah. Now, queen e5 here, does that? No, he didn't do it. That's
He's still looking around. He is torturing the young man and saying, find a square for your rook. He doesn't want to put...
Ooh, queen d6 check would be wonderful, but it's not available yet.
C5, allowing the rook to go back to F3. It felt like that was a moment in the game.
Now Levon. Okay, now Levon's got the position I thought.
But what about King G2? What do you have?
Okay, well that's...
King back?
Oh, shoot. King G2,
We're back in circles.
Yeah,
we're back in circles. I mean, if it is winning, it's going to be a table-based win.
Very, very difficult.
Maybe Christian and Amira can find
the table-based
technique, but not easy. Here comes more checks. King up allows a check and a check.
Now remember, they're getting 2-second increments, but that 2 seconds doesn't feel like anywhere near 2 seconds. It's not like
H1.
Now, King F2 would be a very, very bad
Whoa!
move.
Quickly played all the way back. But he's fine. But he's fine. You cannot figure out a fork. Oh, here comes a zug.
Maybe not.
But rook back, you just can't. There's not enough space.
Exactly.
The rook can hang. He just needs to find where to put his rook each time.
And
then put the rook back on F3.
By the way, this is so difficult to defend. And Alireza is just playing this very, very well.
By the way, there should be a 50-move rule showing up at some point.
How close are we, Maurice?
I'm trying to get back and check.
It has to be a pawn move or a capture.
And it has been drawn. And the result I'm seeing is draw, but they're still playing. I think they're past the 50-move rule.
And I think it's the arbiter should actually, because in the case of Firouzja, he would love to claim the draw.
Yes.
He would love to claim the draw. And I think the arbiter should
They've passed the 50-move rule. Here comes the arbiter.
Exactly.
Yes, because our board was saying it's a draw.
50
because
moves.
the 50-move rule was reached. It did it automatically, but the players were